What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we have a trailer review that we are going to be doing today, and it's for a film that should not be all that new to many of you. We have covered this film once before when the teaser trailer dropped, and the teaser was only about a minute and 3 seconds, 4 seconds, give or take. I went back and checked it, so I mean, by the time you add in the kind of the opening small little credits and then the end, so it really roughed out to about 58 seconds, almost a minute. But we did that teaser trailer review back in early June. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out if you want to. It'd be appreciated. But we actually now have the full official trailer, the first official full trailer for The Man in the Basement, starring Willem Dafoe. As you see here, Invades, Corey Hawkins, home next month. So we already have a good idea of what this film is about. Now, and I haven't watched the teaser trailer since we did the review. There hasn't been a whole lot of news on this film between then and now. I did check the timestamp on this. It is a little over 2 minutes, so we're getting a full minute more added to this full trailer. So hopefully we get a little bit more context to this, because all we really could gather from the teaser, and again, from what I can remember, is the character played by Corey is moved into this house, and I can't remember if Willem Dafoe's character had previously lived in the house, but for whatever reason he wants to rent out the basement for a very large sum of cash. I don't know if it's like per week, but he only wants to be there for I think it was again like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. It's a short amount of time, and he was willing to pay him a large sum of money to rent it out and pretty much just not be bothered. And I said at the time, hey, if you want to pay me that kind of money and you want to stay in my basement for X amount of time, great. This is where you can wire the funds. I am leaving. I'm not going to be here. Don't want to be around whatever is going to be taking place. I'm not going to just be kicking it upstairs while you're down in the basement not knowing what's going on. So again, it was only a little over, just about a minute long, the teaser. So let's jump into the article details as we always do. Then we're going to hop into this first, again, official trailer for The Man in the Basement. It's double the amount of time as the teaser, so hopefully we get a lot more context. So let's get into it. Why is Willem Dafoe in Corey Hawkins' basement? Find out when The Man in the Basement opens in select theaters on September 12th before hitting Hulu and Disney Plus this fall. And I'm not sure when exactly it's taking place, but I know the news just came out last week or earlier this week that Hulu is eventually going away. Hulu is going to be folding into Disney Plus, and will eventually, that app and everything will shut down. So it seems like this will be released before that takes place. Otherwise, you'll find it on Disney Plus. And that's for North America. I imagine any place else that has Hulu, from an international perspective, the same thing will be happening for you as well. All right, so let's continue. But first, the psychological thriller will have its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival next month. So we have what appears to be, we're going to cover this again. So this is the synopsis, since it's been 2.5 months, give or take, since we did the teaser trailer review. I think it's probably good that we go over this again, just because, again, it's been a while. Many of you may not have seen the teaser trailer and have no context of this film. In the African-American neighborhood of Sag Harbor, New York, Charles Blakely is out of work, out of luck, and on the verge of foreclosure on his ancestral home. Okay, so it's not then a home then previously owned by Dafoe's character. Okay. A knock on the door from a mysterious businessman, Aniston Bennett, brings a bizarre and lucrative proposition: rent his dusty stand-up basement out for the summer and receive enough money to clear his debts for good. Once Charles accepts, he finds himself led down a terrifying path that confronts his family's ghost and locks them in a terrifying puzzle. At the heart of it, race, the source of their traumas and the root of all evil. Now, I'm going to point this out because I've been pointing this out when we've been doing not teaser, but whether it's teaser trailers or full trailers. It's this part right here: path that confronts his family's ghost. So we're pretty much, so instead of saying family's past, we're just saying ghosts. So it's, again, has something to do with somebody's past. Someone's great aunt, uncle's third cousin, best friend, sister did something, and now it's coming back to haunt them. Again, classic horror trope. It seems like it can't be done. Many horror films can't be done without having this as their foundation. It always has to be something from the past. All right, let's keep going. Let's see here. So we have names here as far as who's directing, starring, all that. We're not reading off any names, so let's just keep going. Who is going to be produced by? Let's keep going. All right, so we have the trailer here. We do have okay, so we have a new poster. So we have Corey. Okay, so we have Corey up here on top floor, maybe. Okay, so this is okay. So they're giving the concept of of Corey upstairs and Willem Dafoe downstairs. Maybe that's just kind of the concept. I like the poster. I like the idea. I mean, I don't necessarily like the fact of, I don't know. I think just the Man in the Basement would have been fine, or just have the name of the film down here at the bottom and get rid of all this. I think when it comes to movie posters, outside of having to have critic quotes on it or the Rotten Tomatoes score on it, or something from New York Times, Washington, whatever it is, all that type of stuff I think is nonsense. Outside of that, the one thing I hate about movie posters is all of this stuff down here at the bottom. I think this, again, if we want to know who's producing it, who the studio is, who the director is, all that, we just saw that up above, and odds are many people don't care about this. So I don't know if maybe there's some legality when it comes to movie posters that they actually have to have this on them, because we've seen quite a few lately that don't have this, and maybe because they're independent films, or I don't want to say low budget, but not big budget studio films, maybe. But I don't necessarily think all this is needed. We need to do away with all these names and whatnot down here, and the roles that they're playing. And that's it. All right, so let's get back to the top of this article. Now let's jump into this trailer. Like I said, it's double the amount of time as the teaser, so hopefully we will get some additional context as to what this film is going to be about.
Charles, we all been searching our hearts to be kind since your mom died. A man from the bank wants to buy your house and reclaim their debt.
I wasn't expecting to find any of this here. Keep these close to you.
If I'm honest, I really just need the money.
Mr. Charles Blakey?
Yeah, I'm Blakey.
I have it in mind to rent your basement for a couple of months.
What? Well, I'm sorry, but this house ain't for sale or for rent.
Maybe this is a bad time. Call me if you ever change your heart.
Mr. Bennett, won't anyone be wondering about you?
Does anybody wonder about you, Charles? We all disappear sometimes, right?
Why'd you choose my house?
There's some answers you don't need to know. You seem tense, Mr. Blakey.
Just tell me what you did.
What is that? Are you okay, Charles?
Tell me who you are, and I'll kill you! Why are you here? Why are you here?
So I really couldn't get a better sense or an additional sense as to what this is going to be about. Again, even though we got a full minute more, we got to see more of the hard time he's going through. We saw that at the beginning of the trailer, which I don't know if that's his wife, if that's a sister or a family member that he's talking to. Corey's talking to at the beginning of the trailer, because then we see it then quickly shift into the home, and they have these wooden masks. Looks like these like wooden African type masks, and she says to him, keep them close. I don't recall in the teaser that we saw a lot of emphasis put on those masks, because as the trailer then goes on, this trailer, not the teaser, we saw some of the scenes with the mask, and it was almost as if the mask was having some power over him, because he had it held up to his face, and we almost saw, I don't want to say convulsing or what have you, but it was like he was going into some other type of trance. Now, again, I don't know if that's necessarily means that that's what's causing what's ever going to be happening, and maybe that's why Willem Dafoe is there, because he knows about these masks that are supposedly there that have this power. One thing I didn't hear in this trailer, which was in the teaser, was how much he's going to be paying him. But I mean, obviously he changed his mind, which as he did in the teaser and he does in this one, as he first turns Willem Dafoe's character away. He obviously at some point calls him back and says, yeah, sure, I'll rent it out to you. We also saw some aspects towards the end of the trailer that Willem Dafoe was like almost like in a I don't want to say jail cell, but it looked like a jail cell, like bars, like he was in this cage. But then we saw Corey's character also in that same cage towards the end of the trailer as well. So I know this is based on a novel. I don't know the novel. I have never read the novel. We have another roughly month or so before this one drops. So I may just check out and see if the novel is cheap to purchase, and might just give it a quick read and see how it compares to this film. And I didn't gain too much more from the trailer outside of what we got from the teaser. I feel like that additional minute was a lot more of just like showing us filler, like taking us from the pivotal scenes that we saw in the teaser, as they were doing more jump cuts. In this one, they were doing more of connecting those pivotal scenes in the trailer. So, I mean, it still looks intriguing. I mean, I like psychological thriller type films, so I'll definitely check this one out. I think Willem Dafoe he's an amazing actor. So I think a lot of the stuff that he's in, he really puts it all out there. So happy to see this one when it comes out. Now, it did say it's going to the festival, the Toronto Festival, on September 12th, and then later on in the fall is when it should hit Disney Plus and Hulu. So we'll be out checking out this one later on this year. So be on the lookout. I mean, we're almost to fall as is, so I imagine it's gonna hit limited theater September 12th. Probably October-ish we'll probably get this one. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this quick horror trailer review for The Man in the Basement. The full trailer starring Willem Dafoe again hits the Toronto Film Festival on September 12th, and then should drop on Hulu and Disney Plus later this fall. So drop a comment in the comments section. Let us know what you thought. Are you interested in psychological thrillers like this? And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Later.